Hey guys, this is Frank Socorro, and I'm back here at IK Multimedia Studios here in South Florida, and we're here talking about some vocal work with the new Comprexxor plugin, as well as some of the other offerings from IK Multimedia. So last time we were here, I was showing you guys some stuff, doing some stuff with kicks and some snares, and today I actually have the vocal for the same song, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done to this vocal to make it work in the mix. So to start with, obviously I have the lead vocal here for this session. Now, one of the things that happened in the session, once I received it, is I realized that one, the vocal had been recorded in a few different places. And the vocal recording, it needed a little bit of work. It had some sibilants, it also had some plosives, and there was kind of a lot of compression going on already. One of the remedies for me usually when something is too compressed is to compress it some more, just to kind of, if something has ketchup, you can't take it off. You can just add more ketchup. So that's usually what my solution is. So what I did was I kind of used the Comprexxor and a few of the other IK plugins to get me in the spot where I actually needed to be with this vocal. So with that being said, I'm going to show you what, well, first I'm going to play a little bit of the vocal. So here, I'll play this.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah. I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah.
So you can hear it's a little bit dark, it's a little bit muffled, doesn't really have a lot of life to it. So I need to kind of bring some of that out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to eliminate some of the kind of plosives and stuff that's happening there. I'm actually going to use this EQ from the mix box, and I'm cutting a whole lot of 100 hertz. But then I'm also boosting a little bit of that same frequency. So anybody who's ever used this style kind of Pultec EQ knows that if you boost and cut at the same time, you kind of get like this hump at that frequency, and then it kind of dips. So that helps me, it's going to help me get rid of some of the muddiness here. And that's why I actually added a little bit of the boost. So I'll play this before.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah.
All right, and then I'll bypass it.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah, I came in a sprinter, I eat her.
So you might listen to that and be like, Frank, that's really thin. Yes, I needed to remove a lot of that mud from this and then rebuild it. So that's what I'm going to do now. You see that I was kind of experimenting with the LA2A, white 2A kind of plugin, but I ended up not using it, and I actually ended up going with the opto setting on the Comprexxor, which is similar to an LA2A style optical compressor. So I actually went with this, which on the plugin is really cool. They have a button that just sets it to opto. Most people don't know that on the hardware version of this, you actually have to set it like this and to this ratio to actually make this work. And even though it's written at the bottom of the hardware piece, nobody ever actually looks there and doesn't know how to do it. So it's really cool that you guys added this button here, which makes it super useful. Now, in addition to doing the opto setting, which I'm doing a lot of compression, I'm actually kind of crushing this, which is great. I'm also adding some of this harmonics here on the distortion tip. And this is going to give me some of that life that I need back from that vocal. So I'll play it before.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah.
All right, and now.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah, I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner. Yeah.
So there it is. It's a little bit more present already. It's a little bit more in your face, and I'm actually gonna turn this off and show you what actually this is adding.
It's hotter than summer and winter. Yeah, she know I'm a winner. Yeah. I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah.
So when I put in that function, it's actually giving me some of that lower harmonic that I took away when I EQ'd out all the low end because it was muffly. Now you're like, why would you put it back when you originally took it out? Well, this is actually based off of some of the higher frequencies, and it's actually stuff that I actually want. So this is giving me a bunch of stuff that I actually need in this vocal and allowing me to put it back. And by doing that, I can get some of that presence back to my vocal, so it's not just super thin and just kind of floating, but it actually gives me some weight back to it, which I'm going to need. Now, one of the cool things about this plugin, like I spoke about before, is the fact that you have a wet-dry mix. Clearly, I'm using the 100% wet, but usually when I'm doing something as extreme as the amount of compression that I'm doing, I do like to check to see if it sounds better with a little bit of the original version. And in this case, it would just sounded way better with 100%, so I turned that up. I also turned the color down, so I didn't want too much color because as I turned it up, it was giving me too much crunchiness. So this is where I found that it was working the best for me. So now, in addition to that, then I needed to brighten this up a little bit more, and I'm using this 1081 style EQ, where I'm boosting 15K, and I'm just boosting it a few dB, approximately 3.8.
It's hotter than summer and winter, yeah. She know I'm a winner, yeah. I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah. Please, Lord, forgive me.
And now, something that I was kind of playing with and I wasn't sure was actually at one point was boosting a little bit around 800 as well.
It's hotter than summer and winter, yeah. She know I'm a winner, yeah. I came in a sprinter.
I didn't really feel like it was making that much of a difference, so I kind of just left it off. And I didn't find that I needed it. Okay, so now I have this vocal here, and it's kind of sitting in a good space. However, I felt like it still needed a little bit more something because this is the chorus of the track. So what I did was I jumped into ye old bag of tricks, and I added another compressor on an aux. And this one, I actually have the ratio set to 20:1, and I'm absolutely destroying this copy in parallel of the vocal. So I'll play this by itself.
It's hotter than summer and winter, yeah. She know I'm a winner, yeah. I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah.
All the way up.
Love,
looking really just kind of like saturation.
Yeah, I had to hit it.
And I'll turn it up some more so you guys can hear it.
Yeah, I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah. Please, Lord, forgive me. Yeah, Lord, forgive me.
So this is obviously, I wouldn't use this as the lead, but I'm using this almost like as a backup to the lead to kind of add some saturation to it that I couldn't just add. So just kind of adding saturation in parallel. And so that it's not super duper harsh, I then followed it up with a chorus from our mix box. So when I play this,
it's hotter than summer and winter, yeah. She know I'm a winner.
And it also gives me a cool kind of stereo effect to that vocal. So then what I do is I will then blend this in with my original.
It's hotter than summer and winter, yeah. She know I'm a winner, yeah. I came in a sprinter, I eat her for dinner, I know I'm a sinner, yeah. Please, Lord, forgive me, yeah. Lord, forgive me, yeah. I had to hit it, the prettiest, Lord, forgive me.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I did to this vocal to make it work. Obviously, I followed that up with some reverbs and some delays, and there's a lot of automation that goes on to finish up the mix, but that is what got me my vocal that I needed for this mix. Again, the vocal recording wasn't the greatest, but I had to work with what I had, and I just went in the same direction as what I already had. So it was dark, it was kind of a little bit distorted, it needed some work, and I just went with some more compression, more aggressiveness, and got it to work. And obviously in this style of music, you can get away with that little chorus. Adds a nice little ambience to it that you can pull off and make your vocals sit in that mix and make it have that vibe of, you know, the thing that needs to be in this track. So I hope that really helps you guys out. I hope this is something that you guys can use. And if you have any questions, I don't know, hit us up. Thanks, guys.